Hello, my dear learners. So today I welcome you all in my new class of English grammar, that is of your voice, a very important topic of English grammar. So let's study, let's understand active and passive voice. Okay? So in this video, with introduction also, you will know what is voice and how it is used and why we use active voice, when we use active voice, where we use active voice, or where we use passive voice. Getting? Yes. So let's start. The path to effective writing. Understanding active and passive voice. So this video is for all my dear learners who are curious to learn voice in an effective way. So this is my second video of voice. I think my first video was not that much clear to you. So in this video, I will explain with slides so that you can understand the topic easily and comfortably. Okay, so let's start. Verbs and voice. Verbs you all know, no need to explain. A state of being, a state of action, event. Okay, whatever is being done or whatever is going on or whatever has to be done, it is called your verbs. There are many forms of verbs, as you all know. No need to explain about verbs. We directly come into the topic voice. Voice is the form of a verb that takes to indicate whether the subject of the verb performs or receives the action. What does it mean? Verb takes to indicate whether the subject you know, either it is noun or pronoun. So it takes the action, it receives the action, or it performs the action. Okay, either your subject is doer or receiver. If the subject is doer, then the subject is active, means your subject is doing something like that. And if your subject is not doing anything, it's just a passive recipient of any action, then it is your what? Passive voice. So there are two types of voice, active voice and passive voice. Okay. First, active voice. Active voice indicates that the subject of the verb is acting. If the subject of the verb, if there is a subject in a sentence, so definitely it is performing any verb. If the subject is performing any action, then it is called your active voice. It means the subject is active. The subject is doing something. The subject is performing any act. Because the subject does or act upon the verb in such sentences, the sentence are said to be in the active voice. Getting? If the subject performs an action or doing any verb, then these sentences are said to be in active voice. Active voice examples. The dog jumped onto the boy. So the dog is your subject. The dog jumped is verb onto the boy. Okay? On whom? On the boy, onto the boy. So the dog is your subject and the subject is performing an action. Subject is doing the work of, the verb is jumping. The subject is jumping. Subject is doing a verb. That's why the sentence is in active voice. Christy will give a book report to the class. So, Christy is the name of a girl, or you can say boy also. Okay. So, she will give a report to the class. So, Christy is a subject. And what is the verb here? Give. Give is the verb. So, who is performing the verb of giving? Definitely Christy. So, the Christy subject is performing the verb of giving. So, the sentence is in active voice because the subject is active, doing an action, performing a verb. Okay. The computer ate my paper. How is it possible? The computer can eat anything. Yes, it may. It can. Definitely the paper. Okay, it eats the paper to get out, to provide prints of the paper. Okay, printed paper. Yes, the computer is the subject, is doing the eating. So computer is performing the verb of eating, eating the paper. So definitely the computer is performing an action. So if the computer is performing an action and the computer is the subject and subject is performing an action, that's why the sentence is in active voice. The verb, the subject of the verb is active. Getting done. Passive voice. So second is our passive voice. In a passive voice sentence, the subject and object flip-flop. What does it mean flip-flop? Means the subject comes into the place of object and the object comes into the place of subject. Mostly the sentence starts with the subject. The first word in the sentence is called your subject mostly. Okay, so that's why we say so that's why we say the first word or the subject and goes into the position of the object, means the last position you can say, and the object comes into the place of subject. Getting? For example, she is writing a letter. So definitely in this sentence, she is your subject. Okay, but if I write she at the last of the sentence, so it will become an object. But in that place, you can't write it as she. You have to change in objective form. Okay, that we will discuss later. Getting? Yes. The subject becomes the passive recipient of the action. So the subject, first the subject changes its position. It comes into the position of the object and then after it receives the action. It does not perform any action. Okay, because the object comes at the first position in the place of your subject. So here your subject is not performing an action. So subject is your passive. Passive means which is not active. What is the opposite of active? Definitely passive. Active means who is doing something. Okay, but who or what is not doing something is your passive. Because the subject is being acted upon or is passive, such sentences are said to be in the passive voice. Getting? Subject is not performing an action. Here, the subject is passive. That's why these type of sentences are called passive voice. Examples. The boy was jumped on by the dog. So, here the boy was jumped on by the dog. Getting? So, here boy was being jumped on. Boy is the subject. But because of what the boy jumped on, so actually the performer is the dog. Getting? And the sentence, in this sentence, in the first sentence, the boy is your subject, was jumped on by the dog. So your subject is not active here. Boy is the subject, was being jumped on by the dog. Getting? A book report. So look, it's more clear from this sentence. A book report will be given by Christy to the class. So, a book report. A book report is the subject of the sentence. And the subject of the sentence is not performing any action. Can you say a book report? A book report is performing any action? No. A book report will be given by Christy to the class. So, here actually in the previous sentence, as we have seen, Christy was actually the subject and book was object. But here it became the subject, book became the subject, and Christy becomes the object. So, subject is book report and subject is not performing any action. So we can say the sentence is in passive voice. Report is the subject, will be given. Okay? It's not performing any action. My paper was eaten by the computer. So my paper is the subject. And the paper, my paper is performing any action? No. The computer was performing an action of eating the paper. But in this sentence, my paper is the subject and it is not performing any action. So the sentence is in passive voice. Reasons to use the active voice. So why we use active voice? Yes, most writers prefer to use active voice because it is more direct. Yes, why it is direct? Sometimes we say direct or direct, okay? It depends on our Asian and a pronunciation. American and British pronunciation, it's different, okay? Compare. Active, the waiter dropped the tray of food. Okay? So the waiter dropped the tray of food. The waiter dropped. So at the instant when I said the sentence, the waiter dropped the tray of food. You got the meaning. Okay? But when I say passive voice, look this sentence, passive voice. The tray of food was dropped by the waiter. When I say the tray of food, then a question strikes in our mind. Okay? What happened to the tray of food? What happened to the tray of food? So, it is not direct. We have to think upon. But here in the first sentence, in the active voice sentence, we are getting the direct meaning. Okay, the waiter dropped the tray of food and here the tray of food was dropped by the waiter. So it is indirect. Getting? So that's why sometimes it's preferable to use active voice. Reasons to use the active voice. Second reason, the active voice is less awkward and clearly states relationship between subject and action. Okay, as you have seen in the previous sentence, look, the tray of food was dropped by the waiter. This sentence. So here it is something awkward. The tray of food was dropped by the waiter. Why should I not say like the waiter dropped the tray of food? Should I say like this? Definitely, na. It's more clear and direct. It's not awkward. But the second sentence is something awkward. Okay, some awkward. Okay. Reasons to use the active voice. Compare here why it is awkward. Your request for funding has been denied by the review committee. So here passive voice and in active voice, the review committee denied your request for funding. Getting? So here the active voice is less awkward and clearly states that what happened, what the review committee has done, that it has denied. But in the passive voice sentence, your request for funding. So what happened to the request of funding? We don't know. Then after we get the meaning that your request for funding has been denied by the review committee. Getting? But when we say the sentence in active voice, the review committee denied your request for funding. It's clear and less awkward in active voice. Getting? The active voice sentence pattern propels the reader forward through your writing, thus avoiding weak prose. The active voice sentences pattern propels the reader forward through your writing. When we write anything prose or any story or anything else, and when we write the sentence in active voice form, okay, and somebody is reading, then its mind is curious to read more and go through it. But when we write any sentence in passive voice, it's not direct, it's awkward. So it does not propel the reader to go ahead, okay, to go forward through your writing. But in active voice sentences, we are more interested towards reading. Getting? This is the reason. When to use passive voice? So as I have explained the reason behind using the active voice sentences. Now, somewhere passive voice sentences are also preferable. They are also important like active voice sentences. For example, one very interesting example of this is your newspaper. Have you seen in newspaper the article, the heading of the article are mostly in passive voice sentences and the verb is missing. Have you ever observed? Never ever. I don't think so. But who regularly reads newspaper, they know. Okay? Then that the sentence or the heading of the newspaper is mostly in passive voice and in indefinite sentence. Are you getting? This is also there. Whether the incident or the accident had happened or it is going to happen, but the heading, present tense, and passive voice without verb is missing. This is one use of your passive voice. In general, the passive voice is less direct, less forceful, and less concise than the active voice. Use the passive voice in the following situations. Use passive voice when you do not know or do not want to reveal the performer of an action. Okay, when you do not want to reveal the performer of an action. Use passive voice when you want to emphasize the receiver of an action. Okay, when your receiver is important, not the subject, not the doer is important. If you want to emphasize, to create a more effect on what? On receiver, then we have to use passive voice. And second thing, when you don't want to reveal the performer of an action. Performer is definitely nothing but the subject. When you don't want to reveal the subject or the performer of an action, then you have to use the passive voice sentences. Examples: awkward passive. My bicycle was repainted by John. So just think about it. My bicycle was repainted by John. Means the John painted the bicycle, definitely, or repainted the bicycle. So what is the more important thing here? Definitely the painting. The painted cycle is the most important or more important than who painted it. What does it matter? What matters that who painted the bicycle? The answer, the bicycle got painted by anybody, by somebody, whatever. So it's more important. So this is the awkward passive. Now, deliberate passive. My bicycle was repainted. So it's better than your previous sentence. The performer is not mentioned and the emphasis is on the bicycle because the bicycle is more important that it got painted by John or by someone. Here, so we are removing the subject. We have removed the subject in the second sentence and it's more clear and attractive than the first sentence. We don't want to emphasize the subject. Form of passive voice verbs. So, from this slide, how to convert the active into passive or the passive sentences into active sentences. So, I think today, I should stop today and from this slide onwards, I will continue in my next video. So, just wait and watch. Thank you for watching.